Hello, it is me, Anime. We are We Anime, and I welcome you to a new What If. That's right, another new one. I mean, you could probably tell by the screen, uh, but this is What If Deku was Sasaki Kojiro's reincarnation, meaning he has the powers of Sasaki Kojiro. Um, like I said, new What If. Uh, this week has been full of new What Ifs, and there will be another new one on Friday. If you would like to watch it, I mean, I'm not forcing you, but it's What If Naruto had Storm release? And, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to watch it, I, I, please, please do. Um, it's gonna be real fun going all the way through it. This one too, and my Monday one, which is What If Asta had fire magic. The first episode is out. So if you would like to see it, go on my YouTube channel, well, my YouTube channel page. And it should be the latest video. I mean, after this. Like, it's the video before this. Okay? Part 2, and, well, the rest of the parts will be on the day they are uploaded and recorded, by the way. I record and upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? So, if you want to stick around, uh, maybe you want to watch some of my old What Ifs, go right ahead. Please do. Watch my old ones. My older ones, right? And, why not subscribe while you're at it? Join the club, okay? So, I want to say a couple things, and then we'll get into the backstory, and I'll run things down. I'm also moving around, so if you can hear background noise, I'm very sorry. It's very windy still, where I'm at. I'm also walking to my recording place, so in a minute, uh, I'll be there, and things will hopefully calm down, by then. But yeah, so we can get into the backstory and how Midoriya. Well, I'm gonna say a couple of things. I'm gonna give you all information. So, in this What If, Midoriya is actually way older than Class 1A. Way older. He's in his 50s, like late 40s, early 50s. I'd say actually like 48 by the start of the What If. Like when we first get there. But before, like when we get into canon, like the start of the actual like series, manga, anime of My Hero. But before that, we'll get into the like the past, like what he's done in the past, right? Which by the way, he's already a hero. Okay, so yeah, he's 48. I think, did I say 49 or 48? I can't remember. But whatever I said, he's 48. He's already a hero. Okay, he's a little younger than All Might, which All Might is like 55 at the start of the series. I think. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he's a little bit younger. Uh, but yeah, whatever. So, Midoriya was actually in the fight with All For One when Nana Shimura died, right? And All Might well, All Might was there too, but he got injured in the fight too. That's how he lost the the part of his stomach. That's when he gains the injury, right? And also, um, there will be a person taking over for like Midoriya. So, uh, like, I'm trying to think. Uh, trying to think of a name. Sorry. Like, what I mean is, who will get all one for all. Uh, and that would be uh, who? Izumi. I don't know. Izumi. It's Inka's child. Okay, quirkless and whatnot. They're gonna take over for Midoriya's story, right? So, Midoriya's quirk, right? Izuku's quirk, because his last name is not Midoriya. Uh, Actually, it could be. It could be like Izumi's grandpa or something. I don't know. Like on like Hayashi's side, like that's Hayashi is his son or whatnot. Maybe. No, 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 no. Never mind. That's not happening. No, 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 no. But whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but also it doesn't at the same time. But Izuku, his name is still Izuku. His hero name is the. I could do something like with like loser, because if you don't know, Sasaki Kojiro is the world's greatest loser. In Record of Ragnarok, like he's get called out as the world's greatest loser. If you want to see lore of Sasaki Kojiro, look it up. Um, it's very interesting. I read through it briefly when thinking of this what if, and looking at the power of Sasaki Kojiro, which is Midoriya's quirk. It's in this. It's called Calculated Eyes. That's his quirk name, but it gives him the ability to like calculate, put like quotations, calculate possibilities. So it's an eye, like it's a ocular quirk, right? But you want like Sasaki Kojiro's power in Record of Ragnarok. If you've seen it, I dumbed it down on my level to explain it. Okay, that's what I did. Uh, is I dumbed it down for me. But the name is Calculated Eyes. He can like oh crap. Uh he can do things. I mean, I already explained it. If you've seen Record of Ragnarok, then you would know his powers, right? But what you're seeing on screen is when he's like older, like when he's like way after the fight with All for One when Nana Shimura died. And the picture right now is him like at the start of like My Hero canon time. Wrong way. But this is him when he was younger and like during the like the attack, right? So I'm gonna do that fight a little bit, and then we'll get into like the actual story, and then right. Midoriya during this, well, after, well, before it was in a relationship with a hero, not gonna name names. It was just a hero. Like, that was in his class when he was in uh his own class, like 1A. He was in 1A. Uh, right. But she died during the attack also. And then, well, he joined the fight and whatever. He got the news of her death after the fight. So Midoriya would use his quirk during this fight. Like, him and All For One was going at it for a little bit. Midoriya with his katana, right? His ninja toe, I believe it's called. Um, that's also wrong way. But his when before these two swords were separated, he had one long sword, not like a long sword. Uh, Hold on, I'm just gonna look it up because I don't know the name of it. What is the name of Sasaki Kojiro's weapon? The Mono Hososhi, what? Okay, yeah. Was a long sword with a blade that was over 90 centimeters, 2 feet 11 and a half inches, which was longer than the average katana despite the sword's length and weight. Was known to be for, yeah. The, whatever, however you say that. Mono, the drying pole. Mono Hoshizao. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering that too. I most likely am. But anyways, right that way. Yeah. So he was younger. When he was younger, and during this fight, using his quirk to uh, like calculate like what All For One's gonna do when All For One would use his quirk and try to take Izuku out. Well, Izuku out, right? Izuku would actually get a lot of good strikes in, like to the gut, to the like sternum, like quick precision strikes. He nearly cut off this man's arm during this fight. Like, he was very close to it. Like, All For One would like go for a punch on Midoriya, but Midoriya would move because of his quirk, and then Midoriya would bring up his sword, bring it down, but his sword would get stuck into his into All For One's arm, and then Nana would come up, hit All For One before uh it would hit Izuku. I'm still thinking of a hero name, so I'll by the end of this I'll say it. I hope, if I have thought about it. Y'all could help me with it too, if you want to. I'll probably just call him Sasaki. Uh, Probably. I'll probably just name it that. Name him, and that's his hero name. That will probably be his hero name, just Sasaki. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably will be it. But if you all have a cooler name for his hero name, then gladly I will put it down in comments. Shout out at next week's video. And well, yeah, I mean yeah. Anyways, let's get back into it. So Nanashimura would hit him. All For One would go flying backwards, and then All Might would hit All For One back they'd be playing ping pong with this dude. And Izuku would be there checking out a story like, yeah, it's fine, good. Like, yeah, that's good, yeah. He'd be there just watching them, and well, finally, All for One would get the blow onto All Might that would take out half of his stomach, well, his injury, right? And then not All for One, All Might would go flying, right? And Nanashimura and Izuku would get back into the fray. Nanashimura would get up there first, getting up in it right in his face, going left and right, and Izuku would, well, do one of his named moves, which I know this is not the move in Record of Ragnarok. This is a name I made up, and this is how it's called: the drying thrust, because as you know, the sword is called the drying pole. So what he would do is drying thrust. He thrusts his sword into All for One's side, right? Just right into like the side of it, just right into his side, and then rips it out, and then goes for another thrust into like the armpit area, because All for One's like going for a punch during this at Nanashimura, but then he would feel the drying thrust into the side, which he would turn his attention to Izuku now, right? And then go for a punch on him, but Nanashimura would hit All for One. Right, so All for One would be getting 2v1 in this situation. So what he would do is like overcharge one arm with like every single like strength enhancement quirk, and he would hit Midoriya, which Midoriya would get his arms up. He would be able to block it, but Midoriya would be sent flying after through like 3 buildings, right? And then he would be stopped in the 4th, right? By how much force All for One would be, well, how he hit him. And by this point, Midoriya would be fading in and out of consciousness, right? And then Nanashimura and All for One would get back into it, and which would lead to All for One deleting Nanashimura off of the face of the earth. Okay? I'm going to get a drink of water, and then we'll continue. I just want to say that so I'm not seeming like, oh, I'm just ghosting you all. Okay. So. And then All for One would get away after the fight, after doing that. All Might would get up, get back over there. He'd be, well, holding the side. Gran Torino would also be beside him, help him walk over. Well, getting over to him before, like, before he actually, like, stopping him before he goes after All for One again. Right? At this point, Midoriya would be like 30-ish during this fight, too. I want to say that. I think he would be. And then this would be like 20 years before like main timeline. He'd be around 30-ish. Like 28 years before the main timeline. Okay? I want to say that. Sorry about the wind. I'm very sorry. But anyways. Oh my god. Why? Do this when I'm not recording. Maybe this will help. Maybe me turning around. I don't know. But I'm gonna try to, I don't know, do something. To, I'll try and do something. But yeah, Midoriya would be out. It would be, well, everything else would happen during this timeline. Well, not during time. Well, during the time up to during the next 28 years of Midoriya being a hero, he would lose constantly, but yet he would win also. It's very weird, right? It would be very confusing to like civilians and like other pro heroes too that would be coming up in the world during like this, like Endeavor, Hawks, Gang Orca, and all of them. It would be confusing knowing there's a hero losing constantly to villains, but yet also winning against them. It would be very confusing to a lot of them, seeing this happen. All Might especially, like, All Might would be also very confused at this time. Like, during these years, seeing, Izuku, seeing his friend lose a lot. And that's how he got his moniker of the hero that loses but wins. Like, a lot of civilians would know about this, like, moniker of his, right? But yet, he's a hero. He's famous. So, not famous, but his ranking during the time would go down a lot. So, not a very famous hero. But he still was one of the strongest heroes ever. But like I said, he's 48 in the main timeline. The wrong way again. My God. So he's an old man now. He's not retired yet, but he does still go around doing missions that they know he's good at. Like villains that are rather strong-ish and would underestimate a old man walking up with a sword, right? They would be like, oh, wow, an old man. Like, you send an old man to take me out, and then he gets dog-walked by an old man. Which, given he's not even that old, he's like in his prime, I guess. Not really. But he's not that old, honestly. Like, at all. By One Piece terms, he would be in his prime. Like, he would be in his prime in One Piece terms, but in My Hero, like, actually. Yeah, I'd probably still in his prime, honestly. A little bit. But during those years, Midoriya would make new friends. He wouldn't, like, he doesn't have kids. He wouldn't have kids at all, as what he knows. He doesn't know he has kids, but he does see, many women have, oh my god, not good at directions, has been close to Izuku, right? But yet, not close enough to stay around. See, Midoriya would be like guild arts in a sense. Um, if you don't know, uh, actually, Midoriya would actually have one kid. Well, he doesn't know at all, but anyways, which would have a granddaughter, right? I'm not gonna name names yet. You will see later down in the episode who it is. But like I said, he's gonna be like Guild Arts in that sense of he's been with multiple women, but those women don't like him anymore and do not want to see his face again. Like at all. Never again. Like they're done with him. They can't stand to hear his name, see his face, or get mentioned. But yet he did have one. He was with a woman that he actually liked a lot. But yet, after the woman found out what he's done over the years, she left him. And now has, well, Midoriya has a granddaughter. Not granddaughter. Yeah, granddaughter. Yeah. That will be in Class 1A, by the way. I'm just saying that now. So, just wanted to say that now. You all can make guesses up until now. Don't go cheating. I might just save it for the next episode. Nobody knows. You don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But yeah. So, over the years, he would be with multiple women. And, well, he never really found anyone for him. So now, he's just doing nothing. He's not doing much. So, once he got a letter from UA about potentially being a assistant to a teacher, like Midori would be like, why wouldn't I be the teacher? I'm sorry about the background noise. Why wouldn't I be the teacher and some youngin, some other one be like my assistant? But anyways, he would accept the letter. He would also be getting paid during this time too. So he would say yes because he like, I need the money. I don't do like hero stuff much anymore. So might as well do it. Maybe I'll pass some things onto this newer generation, and they'll keep it to heart. And well, the less he would know, they would keep it to heart. Some of them. But yeah. So he would arrive at UA, and he would be, well, he would walk through the gates. He would head up to Nezu's office, like, to introduce himself. He would see in there all the teachers, every single one of them. Aizawa, Vlad King, Midnight, Present Mike, All Might there, too. Many others, Cement Toss, the teacher of the support course. Yeah, support course, and C, in E, and C and D, I think. I don't know. It's something. Power Loader is the teacher name. The name of the teacher in the whatchamacallit? What is it called? Oh my god. The support course, yeah. So he would be in there. He'd He'd sit down. Everyone would be staring at him. Like, All Might would know who he is. Many others in that room would also know who he is. But some would be like, who is this guy? So Nezu would say, for the ones who don't know this man, he is a assistant to Aizawa here, which surprisingly I think you two know each other quite well because of the history of missions you two have been on together. And so let me introduce him. He is the calculated hero, Sasaki. Okay, this is Sasaki. I know this is a good Nezu impression, but I don't care. Okay, I'm just using this voice as of right now. Okay, now I'm gonna turn into a New Yorkan. I don't know why. That's not New York. Oh my god. I'm not good with impressions, okay? I'm just not. But anyways, everyone would introduce themselves to Midoriya for the ones he doesn't know personally. But for the ones he does know, they wouldn't introduce themselves. As in Aizawa and All Might. The rest of them, he has no clue who they are. Well, he knows Recovery Girl. But the rest of them, I don't know who any of you are. So he would introduce himself. And while Aizawa would stand up, he would say, well, Sasaki, you're my assistant, so, I guess you could go in. Oh, God, I'm too tired. Well, I guess we can go introduce, well, you and me to, well, my new class. You may know one of them. Well, probably not. I'm not gonna say anything else. And Izuku would be like, what? What? He would look at All Might and say, what does he mean? What does he mean? And, like, nobody would know what Aizawa means. And Izuku would say, Aizawa, no, Shota, what do you know? I don't know. Don't tell me one of the, don't want to talk about it. Never mind. Just, what do you know? Oh, God. And, well, Aizawa would say, oh, well, oh, I know a little bit more than you think about this. So, you know, what was her name? I got, that one, the one woman you actually liked that you got with, like 17, 16 years ago, and, like, and Izuku would say, yeah, why? And then she took, yeah, she took our, like, well, she ran. Well, she didn't like me anymore. So, yeah, I do. And then Aizawa would continue. Well, I mean, not given, like, this year's students are one of them, but, there is a student in UA, maybe it was 18 years ago, I can't remember. But anyways, they are in UA, actually, uh, multiple of your friends' children, I mean, two of them, there are only two, are in UA, that I know of. Dude, you need to well, you already calmed down about the whole entire women thing. So, good on you. I'm happy about that. So you're gonna have to calm down even more because not calm down, but they're here today in my class, and the other one is a third year. Okay. Now, given I don't know what they're doing at the time, but maybe at some point you might want to check on them. I don't know. Uh, you can do whatever you want. I don't care what you do. Just leave me out of it. I told you this, and that's all I'm going to tell you, okay? So, I'm going to go. You can walk in whenever, okay? You better think about this. And Izuku would be thinking, like, so the. Wait a second. I got with two and within, like, 2 years. Given, I think that one got with another person and had their name changed, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This other way, 18 and 16. Oh, shit. Oh, no, no, God. No, they're terror. Oh, no. One's gonna be so hyper. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, 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 ah. Hmm. Well, huh. Hmm. Shit. Well, I gotta talk to her at some point. She's my daughter, after all. The other one. Who did I? What was her name? Oh God, what was her name? Oh no. 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 Oh God, what was her name? Oh no. Oh gosh, what was her name? I've been hitting us in the head so many times, and well, also I've suppressed emotions during that time, so that also helps forget some of these memories. What else is there? Who was she? She, I don't remember the color of her hair. Uh, Crap. Well, her name will come up to mind when it's probably said in here. I'm terrified, but let's go in. Oh God. Oh God. He would go in there, all calm with the sword on his side, and while he would walk in, everyone would be looking at him like, who, is this the assistant teacher, the other teacher we have? In which Aizawa would say, class, this is, well, you want to introduce yourself, or do you want me to? And so, Izuku would say, oh, I can. Hi, well, you all probably, well, some of you might know me as the hero Sasaki. Um, the calculated hero Sasaki Kojiro. Uh, Hi. I mean, you all might want to introduce yourselves and tell me about your quirks. I'll tell you about mine. Mine is called Calculated Eyes. I can calculate things. Don't ask. So just tell me all about yourselves. Well, mostly your names, please. Uh, no reason. And then they would all introduce themselves. And then it would come up to a certain person. And well, she would say, hi, my name is Momo Yarozu. And my quirk is called creation. And Midoriya's eyes would be like wide, like, and he would, in his head, he would say, oh shit, that one. Oh shit. Oh no. The crazy one. Oh, dude, she nearly cut off my dick. Oh, God. Oh, this one's nicer. Hi. Hi. Sorry for acting like this. You wouldn't mind telling me your mother's name, right? You wouldn't mind? And Momo would say, sure, I guess, whatever her mother name is what she would say. And Midoriya would be like sweating bullets. Like, oh crap. Oh no. Like that he would say it in his head, he wouldn't say it out loud. So nobody like everyone would be like, why is he acting like that with the name? And Midori would say, I would like to talk with you in private after class. He would look at Aizawa. Aizawa would be having the biggest grin ever. Like, he would have a huge grin. Like, everyone would be creeped out. Like, why is Mr. Aizawa smiling, grinning like that? Oh god, it's terrifying. What? Why? 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 Okay. Um. Well. So yesterday was their first day, right? So today is what? Just normal class? Okay, cool. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And then time skip to the end of the day. Um, Midoriya and Momo would have a talk. Well, Midoriya would first off ask, Yaoruzu, um, do you know who your father is? And she would say, I mean, the person I called Dad, yes, but not my biological father, no. My mother said something about it when I was real young, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. So, yeah. And Yuzuku would say, well, to say the least, oh god, how do I say this? I may know him. Very good. So you haven't heard any stories about your biological father, right? And Momo would say, oh, the only stories I've heard, is how trash he was, and that he was very rude sometimes, but other times he was real nice, and he was a hero apparently. Um, and Izuku would say, okay, well, did you ever hear about his, like, looks or anything along the lines of that? And Yaoruzu, or Momo, would say, um, only that he had a ponytail when he had black hair and a ponytail and wore like traditional like Japanese clothing, like samurai clothing. He never really wore a shirt a lot. A lot of floral patterns on his like kimonos too. And I heard he used a very long sword, and he fought All for One at a point. He had like a big battle against him. But that's it. I mean, black hair, ponytail, uh, wore a lot of floral, red stuff. And Izuku well, Midori would say, well, I don't know how to say this. Shit. I am your biological father. And Momo would say, like, wide eyes, and she would say, say that again, please. I couldn't hear you very clearly. And Midoriya would say it very quickly again. I'm your biological father. And Momo would say, so, what? Did you say you were my father? Well, my father. Not were my father, but are my father. Whatever. And Izuku would say, yes, I am. I don't really know how to tell that to you. I have been very stressed, about this the entire day. That's why I kind of freaked out by your last name. Well, not your last name, but, yeah, last name. I got real freaked out by your last name because I heard that your mother met a new man, and his name was Yaoruzu, and that's it. That's all I knew. Um, Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't really be in your and Midoriya would be shocked by this outcome. First, he was slapped in the face and then hugged. He would be very confused by this outcome. He would be like, he was expecting like a slap, and like for her to like, he was expecting like he didn't use his quirk in this, okay? He just felt wrong doing that. But the slap, and then and like she's just gonna run away from this, right? Well, no, she's bawling in like while hugging you. I mean, she's hugging you, saying stuff like she's happy. She finally knows now. Uh, she's happy that now she can actually feel like less stress about it. Now knowing uh what is like how like stuff about it. So yeah, and well, also the fact that well, that the whole entire situation of the hugging and crying would go on for a while. Well, Midori would hug back but not cry. Clearly, he's holding back his emotions, and like most men, that's why most men are dumb and stupid and forget stuff very easily. Women that may or may not know this. I know you dudes that watch this. You all know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about, unless you're like a very open person within your relationship. If you are in one, we all know what we're talking about. We've all been there at some point, me included. I'm just saying the truth, man. But anyways, Midoriya after that, Momo would leave, and well, Midoriya would just be walking around the campus a lot, well, the school a bit. He'd just be walking around talking to students like, hey, uh, blah, blah, blah. If they were like, if they came up and asked, like, who are you? He would say who he was and what he's doing there and all that, right? And well, he would eventually meet people well, third years, right? He would eventually meet third years, and well, he would barge in on their class. To be honest, he'd like walk in. He would knock and walk in, and he would ask, "Oh, may I sit in on this?" Because well, their class would already be done, and well, he would know things about stuff. So he just wanted to sit in. The teacher already knew about this. Like third years, or well, not the third years, but a heroes coming in to talk with the third years. Well, technically second years at the time. At the start, they were their second years, and then third years, right? And so they would go. They would ask Midoriya questions, a lot of questions, right? About like what he's done as a hero and all that. That that's what they would ask. Like, and a couple questions here and there. They would introduce themselves to him. He would well recognize another name. I mean, he does keep track of the women that he has been with, like because he still cares about them. Like, oh, I wonder how Blank's doing. I wonder how's the Blank's doing. I wonder how whatever Momo's mom name is. And well, he kept track of this one probably the most of all because he probably cared for this one a lot. And well, he also cared for Momo's mother when they were together, right? And so, what would happen would be quite well. He kept track of this one. He would recognize her name, right? And then before the class would be dismissed of this like little experience, he would ask if he could talk with this said person after the active class, right? In which they said yes to, like, sure, why not? Like, which class would be dismissed, they would be able to go. And Midoriya and this person would go into Midoriya's office, or a room that he calls his office, but in reality it's not his office, it's just a random room. He doesn't have his office yet, so, yeah. But anyways, he would be, him and this person would talk for a little bit, and Yuzuku would say, so, Nejire, your mother, has she ever, well, first off, do you know your your father? And, well, Nejire would say, oh, yeah, I do. I mean, sort of. I know he's not my biological father because we look nothing alike. Like, at all. I don't, like, not at all. We look nothing close to. I look like my mother. My mother has told me about some things about my actual, like, father. He seems pretty cool. Mother is quite, happy with the name. Like, very happy to hear the name, too. If brought up in a conversation with like one of her friends, and it's quite nice to hear that mother. Well, she was with a great man, but from what I know, I mean, I don't know much. I know black hair, floral like kimono a lot, or like cape kimono or whatever. But that's really it. That's all I know. I wasn't given much more of the looks or of his like quirk either, but that's all. I've seen pictures of him, Um, he seems very cool. I also heard that he was a hero. Um, but I don't know if he's retired now or not, or he's still active. I don't know. And, well, Midori would ask, well, in his head, this is the second time today. Oh, God. I hope I don't have any more. I really hope I don't. Oh, God. Oh, God. Please. No more. No more. Just none. No more. Please. Oh, God. Please, no more. Okay. Well, uh, to tell you, I know your father, and you might have a half sister. And Nedra would be like, "What? I have a half sister, and you know my father. What does that mean?" Like she would get like a very like confusing face, like, "What does half sister mean?" And you know my father, you're like, "What?" And then she'd go on like one of her blabbling ones, like, and Midoriya would be like, "Yeah, this is her. Oh God, you know, you act like your mother a lot." And Nedra would be like, with like wide eyes, like, "Huh? I do?" Oh God. Yeah. You also act like you seem strong, which are characteristics I would use to describe your father. Given you got your hair color from your mother, clearly. Also a lot of things, except for like the strength part. I mean, like physical strength. Quirk strength was like, what? I'm just gonna say this now. Your father. Oh God, please don't slap me again. The other one did it. Your half sister did it. Don't ask. And blink, and slap, hug, and in his head, I should have used my cork. This is the second time today. I mean, same thing happens. Oh, you're my father. What? Uh, so, yeah. Like what? This is the weirdest day I've ever had. I never knew I had daughters, like at all. Funnily enough, I had no clue I had daughters. Weird. At least I know one of them can't be pregnant in the ones I've been with. Weirdly enough, don't ask. And Andrew would be like, "What? Nothing, nothing." Well, okay. You can. Izuku would say, "You can do with that information as you will. Maybe you can tell your mother you found me and give her a message. I'm happy she's doing happy, and her daughter's amazing. I hope they become a great hero. Bye." And he would just start booking it like, "I'm done with this. I am so scared. Hope one another. Oh God, what? You look like somebody." He would be running past somebody in like the hallway, like, and he would be like, "You look familiar." He would start to like skid, like, "What?" And he would like back up. This person would stop, like, and say, "What do you want? Who are you?" And well, Izuku would say, "Oh hi, pro hero Sasaki Kojiro, writer of the song Loser. Pretty popular these days. Pretty cool. Yeah, I songwrite just one song though. That's it. May I know your name, miss? Maybe?" And she would say, "Oh, uh, uh, my name's Kiana. I don't remember her last name, but Lady Nagant." They were not together. I want to point this out now. And also, Lady Nagant is a hero. Don't ask. not the number three, but like in the teens. I mean, Hawks is still a guy out there. He's number three. Um, by a chance, do you don't have maybe? Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight out. This is the weirdest day I've ever had. You look like if someone I knew before. Your mother wouldn't be blank blank by a chance. And I don't know. I'm not thinking of a name. And Lady Gaunt would say, "Oh, yeah, that's her name. Why you ask? Why do you ask?" No reason, but your father, you know him? And Lady Nagant would say, "Not at all. I've heard of descriptions, I've seen photos of him when I was younger, but by this point I don't know when their pictures went. I've tried to find him, look at him again, because I've tried to find him for years. All I know, I'm half his age. He's probably around like 48 by now. His name was like Izuku, I think. At least that's what my mother said. But yeah, why?" And Midori would ask, or say, "Oh God, another one. Oh gosh, why does this have to be my luck?" Um, so, oh God, don't shoot me. I know what your quirk is. I've seen you fight. Oh God, why does this happen? 3 times today. Well, how your father? Hi. He would reach in his pocket, see, he would pull out a picture of him when he was younger. "Did your father look like this?" And Lady Nagant would say, "Yeah. Why do you have that? By a chance of me asking?" Well, he would hand it over to Lady Nagant. And he would say, "Oh, because that's me. Yeah." And Lady Nagant would be like, she would hold up her hand, quirk activated, like, and she would say, "What now? So you left me and my mother alone for 24 years?" I think that's her age. I don't know. Um, and Izuku would say, "Yeah, sorry? I did send you presents. Like a bunch of times every Christmas and every time your birthday was around, I sent you presents. Don't you remember that sword? That was me. That was me. I sent you a lot of presents." And Lady Gaunt would say, "How do you know? Oh, so you are him. Yeah. So you did leave me and my mother for 24 years." And Izuku would say, "You also have half sisters, so God, don't shoot me. I have too many bullet wounds already, man. And I don't think my quirk is working around you all. And it's terrifying." And Lady Gaunt would deactivate her quirk. And she would say, "What, half sisters? So you're telling me you got with other women, like 2 others after my mother?" And Izuku would say, "Yes. Oh God, kill me, please. Yeah, I did. What? 3 times today. I guarantee Nezu is laughing in that camera right there. He's definitely watching this and laughing. Well, it's probably Aizawa too. And all my, I don't. But yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna have to explain so much. Well, first off, the only reason I left because I thought your mother didn't like me anymore, so gave her like a lot of money, to be blatantly honest. Probably way more I've ever given to any others before her. But afterwards, I gave them the same amount. So, but anyways, how are you? by chance. You okay? I mean, I've seen stuff. What you done? You've been doing great. I'm impressed. If you want to talk more, I'm not talking in front of a camera anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with the camera. If you want to talk more at some point, uh, actually, I don't have an agency. Crap. Oh God. Uh, you'll find me someday. I guarantee it. At some point, you'll find me and probably beat the crap out of me. But I don't care. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go train, dog. I don't give up on the grind. I'm still a hero. I'm still fit. Eat, go, and well, that's the end of this part. Part one has ended. Uh, three times. I'm gonna. I know what I'm gonna call this episode. The weirdest day of my life, or either that or enter the world's greatest loser. One of the two. One of the two. I'll probably do the Enter the World's Greatest Loser, just because. But weirdest day of his life. Weirdest day of his life. But anyways, next part will be quite interesting because there will actually be fights. A longer fight in the well, a longer fight to say the least. So yeah. Hope you all enjoyed this part. Check out What If Asta Had Fire and Magic, and check out Friday's video. Well, coming out Friday. Check that out if you want to. It's a What If Naruto. What if Naruto had Storm release? If you want to check that out, go ahead. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.